Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. The Address of Champions
What's up,
Wrestling
Damani?
Podcast. What's up, Kev? How we doing?
Good, man. I'm excited to be back on the podcast.
Yeah, boy. Episode 3 for you.
I know.
How we feeling?
Yeah. Doing all right. I mean, I got my buddy got me to wrestling in like an open division for the last couple weeks, and
I saw you
I
were
think the
scrapping.
last one my age showed up, so I'm kind of sore.
I saw that. What was that, like the Mawas?
Yeah. I didn't train. I didn't get ready. First round, I won the district round, and then the second round, I played in a golf tournament the day before, and I was like, man, I'm not feeling like that, like from golf. And man, the one guy that refs, Drew Feldman, he's like, Kev, if you're sore from golf and maybe wrestling's not the best option. I was like, I don't know, but I went out and competed. It was fun. I still love doing it. So
That's
Father
dope.
Time's catching up to me.
Oh,
Turning
man.
35 in June. So
Oh, man. Keep sending it, bro. Keep sending it. But
yeah.
excited for this episode. Freaking, we just been rattling off guests, getting some big time guests here on the pod. Today's no different. We got a special guest today, Hammer. When I say Hammer, this kid is a hammer. Freaking, I knew him when he was a little dog, but now he whooped my tail. But Hammer, multiple time Jersey State champ from
Yep.
Delbarton. We got my boy Alessio coming in, get his music pumping and jumping. Yeah. Let's see him. Let's see if we get him in here. All right. Right. You gonna wait for him?
Every time you see me, I'm surrounded by them snipers. You ain't never run out with a hustler in your life, huh? I'm from 1800, I'm a hot web, but on ice stuff. Ugly corner where we smile with you and we don't like you.
Welcome.
What's
What's up,
good?
guys?
What's good, cuz?
Nothing, just chilling recently, getting back to the training again,
Yeah.
getting ready for World Team Trials. That's the next thing up. So,
Okay. Yeah. Talk about that.
yeah, so for that, I didn't go to US Open. I took I would say I took 2 weeks off. I messed up my shoulder a little bit during the season. Um, so then after that, I wrestled at Pittsburgh at the All-Star Classic.
Yeah.
I I definitely didn't wrestle my best match. I don't think I was really training and I just definitely wasn't focused on that. It was right after the season. So I'm excited to start locking in again and really start focusing on being the best that I could be. So I mean I'm gonna train at the Spartan RTC a little bit before the World Team Trials, and
Yep.
I'm just ready to go.
Hell yeah. We were talking about that. Remember that, Kev? We was talking about the Grappler Classic.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Wrestling, Don't Dapper Dan.
Yeah.
Who'd you wrestle there? Was it Colin Guy?
Yeah, Guy.
Yeah, kid's good. I remember
great.
I saw that match. It was you guys wrestled hard. He's a kind of a funky guy, right?
Yeah,
It looked like you were in on a lot of shots in that match, man.
Yeah, I had no gas for sure. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
No
So
gas.
It was after season,
So,
right? Like a couple weeks after the season ended.
Yeah, but I mean, that's on me. I should have prepared better for the match,
yeah.
But
It is what it is, brother. You do too much winning anyway. Freaking, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the season.
Yeah.
What was this, like state title number 3?
Yeah, it was my third one. So this was a good season. It was a little different for me, being now as the leader of the team, because Delbarton's always been such a great team. I've had great leaders like Simon Ruiz, who's at Cornell,
Yeah.
Louis Sergio at Cornell, Carl Swazalewski, Andy Shinsky. There's so many names. All these guys have been the leaders for me. And now it was my turn to lead my team. So it was a little different. But it was a great season. We hit some big tournaments. We hit National Hall of Fame duels in Oklahoma. That's always a good one. We hit Powerade, and we went to Ohio for a quad, which was cool too. So we had some good tournaments.
That's dope.
Matches, yeah.
That's nuts. And Delbarton, is that that's a private school, right?
Yeah, private. It's a private all boys school, New Jersey.
Ooh, talk about that.
50 minutes.
Talk about that.
It's like 50 minutes from me too.
All boys school is lit.
I mean, it's all right. Like, I guess I'm not distracted, I guess, but it's fun. You got when it's all boys, you can do whatever. So it's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Is there like a sister school counterpart?
Yeah, there is. I'm pretty sure we got like 1 or 2 sister schools. There's one that's like 2 minutes away too. So
Oh man, I would hate life though. I'd be like, we see the same ninjas every day. What the heck?
Yo,
Dang,
I'm amazed. I'm actually like I'm amazed with your age group right now and what you guys have been doing just all around. Like
crazy.
what I saw at the US Open this weekend, man. It's
those
pretty
guys are
crazy seeing like kids your age just like going out there against these like I'm like grown men, like they're grown men. And
Yeah.
just it's pretty cool just from like a spectator point of view. Um I know like I seen you wrestle. I think I wasn't at the Power Raid, but MyHOUSE, we had our vendor set up there and I remember I was following it and I remember seeing you in the finals there. But yeah, dude, like high school kids, some of the best guys out there right now competing with the like going into college expecting to win.
No, yeah, and I think that comes with all these guys now. All the guys that you see competing well at US Open, they're at their college already training. So that's really what I'm trying to do. Like, this is my last week of school, so right after this, I want to get up to spar and RTC and just get training, because that's really like these guys are already wrestling all those older guys already. So to them, it's really like another match.
That's nuts. So
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
So what's your like your game plan moving forward? Like once you're in Cornell, you think you're gonna do the red shirt and then jump in because it's the Ivy League?
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing the gray shirt, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
they
be going to
TC3.
I'm doing TC3 for a year, so our whole class would do that. Yeah, we'll be living in the Varna apartments.
Yo,
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I love our whole
What's
class.
that community college that they have for Cornell?
Yeah, it's called TC3, Tompkins Corn.
yeah,
Yeah,
Tom.
Oh,
Tompkins.
they used to go to a different one. They used to go to a different one, I think.
Oh, they might have.
Yeah, they used to go to a different one, but TC3, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice,
TC3
dude.
is
That's how you get that red.
yeah.
because
I'm not looking
it's
forward to
weird
that,
because
but
of
I'm
the
excited.
Ivy League, right? Because you can't really do like
Yeah, you
the
can't redshirt,
yeah. But man, that
so it's a
education
nice.
is crazy.
I'm excited for it.
Coming out
Yeah, I
with
know
a
it's
degree.
gonna be. I know. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I said coming out with a Cornell degree is going to be crazy.
I know, and that's like what made my decision so easy for me. Like,
Uh-huh.
I knew that I know I'm gonna grow in wrestling. Like, their coaching staff, everything. Like, I've been going up there like for camps and everything, and ever since like I was a freshman, sophomore, like I just knew I loved it. Like, the guys were always super nice to me, coaches always were super nice. So like, I'm really excited. Like, I'm so excited for it.
You got another Jersey guy going up there to Cornell too, right?
Yeah, Knox. That's like
Yeah.
my boy. Like, he's my straight up boy. We got Rocco Delgado too, Adrian DeJesus, another Jersey guy. Our class, our 2025 class is pretty stacked. We got Elijah Diagmahalis too, Yanni's little brother. So
Yeah. He's a hammer.
Pillars, yeah.
I feel like he didn't even start
Yeah.
wrestling until super late. Well, he probably wrestled
What's up?
forever, but like I feel like I haven't seen him since like I only saw him when he was like in high school.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I really only saw him when he was high school, but he started turning it up. He won he won Fargo 2 years ago.
It's nuts.
Made the world team. Yeah, he made the world team. So
Nuts.
So what made Cornell stand out to you that you really wanted to go there the most? I know you said that you were going there since you were young, but
Yeah,
I'm sure did you take any other trips anywhere else or no?
Yeah, I went to Princeton and Virginia Tech, but what really stood out to me at Cornell was like I know I'm going to be set up for life, and I'm getting that wrestling, So like I'm doing the business school there because personally that's what I want to do. So I just know that there's a lot of connections I can make, and that like I can't wrestle forever, Like I do want to wrestle. I do want to wrestle after college, like make a world team and all that for like a cycle or two, but you can't wrestle when you're like 40, So you gotta take advantage of the education that you could get.
Oh, that's dope. That's
And then
dope.
the head coach of the school, head coach of the teams right from your hometown, right?
Yeah, that's what made it so easy too.
That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it is.
are you two the most decorated? I'm guessing the two most decorated kids to come out of that school. I mean, he had to have been, right? So
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
definitely
who else
was. Pat Glory, I would say.
Glory.
and Antonio Mangione was one too, and Anthony Clark. But yeah,
That's
Yeah,
crazy. And then you
that's
guys,
awesome, man.
what's that young kid's name? He trains over with KD and them.
yeah, Jaden James,
He's
he's
good
turning it
too.
up right
He's
now.
good too,
Yeah,
man. What the
yeah,
heck?
he's going to. Yeah,
Um,
he's dirty.
where are you training now, like club wise?
So my club has always been it's Frost Gang. I'm not sure if you heard of him, Craig Frost.
Yep.
But he actually started for the last 2 years. He's coaching at Delbarton too, so it's perfect. Like he's my club coach and the school coach, so he's always working on me and working on all those guys too, because a couple of them go to him outside the room
Yeah.
out of the season.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. But him, and then I've been trying to hit as many RTCs as I could go to, because like I said, like you got to wrestle with those college guys. You got to wrestle with the guys that are beating it. Like you know what I mean? So that's why I also want to get up to Cornell as soon as possible.
What was your thoughts on the U.S. Open?
It was great. I mean, watching all my guys compete well. Like Knox dominated,
Yeah.
Jaden dominated, teched everyone. My boy Tanner Hodgins. I would say that's probably my main drill partner right now at Frost. Tanner Hodgins. He just dominated his way to winning too. Louis Sergio, Jackson Joy. So I enjoyed watching them. Like I'm happy seeing the guys that are training the way that I'm going to be training, and like my boys, they're all doing really good. So it made me happy.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro. You guys all came up together, right? All in that same group, just wrestling from little dogs.
Well, yeah, really, like back in the day, it was the East Coast Assassins. That was
Bro,
we were
bunch of
dirty.
little
Like,
menaces.
yeah, we were all just little gremlins. It was like
What'd you
me.
guys wrestle out of like a garage or something?
Yeah, like anywhere we could go. Like we
Yo,
went
they
on a
would do
bus and
like
stuff.
road trip
I just,
sleepovers.
yeah, it was crazy. But I mean, that's what ultimately led to all of us. Like all those guys are at the top stage now. Like
Yeah, like
Zach Ryder,
who was it? Who's all
Duke,
those kids?
yeah, Zach Ryder, PJ Duke, um,
Oh,
Will
Maddie
Hankel, Matty Lopes,
Crawford.
Leo
are
DeLuca.
they doing that up in New York?
We were doing it New Jersey, New
Everywhere.
York. Yeah, like really, like
Yo,
all like we all went to different clubs, but we were all like that group, So like we were just
everywhere.
I was just watching a podcast with Bo Nickel, and I think it was Zach Ryder. He was talking about the
that's
them
underground.
doing
That's underground.
yeah, that's
underground. Yeah, underground.
Yeah. Nah,
But
these
yeah,
guys all summer long, they'll just be traveling, freaking bunking at someone's crib and just beating people up at these different like tournaments, camps. Like I'm like, oh my god.
yeah, as little 10-year-olds, but
Little
I'm
demons.
happy I did that.
But that's good because it's like it's so crazy to see all you guys now. And it like one, it makes me feel like super old, but I'm like, damn, like I feel like I just saw these guys and they were so tiny and they were just like little dogs, and
Yeah.
I'm just everybody's just shooting it, and now you guys are like just killing, absolutely killing it.
Yeah,
It's super crazy.
What's the expectation?
I feel too old too,
Bro, who you
I just
telling?
turned 19.
Who you telling? I just turned 28.
I'm turning 35 in June. I was just telling Damani before you got on the podcast. You know MyHOUSE, right?
Yeah.
My buddy got me to wrestle MyHOUSE at 35 years old, and
That's hilarious.
man, I was hurting for a couple days here.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
MyHOUSE Open. You gotta hop in those. You should have did the seniors U.S. Open.
That's what I should have done. I was
The
wrestling like
Masters.
20-year-old kids. I was like, man, I won the district round, and then I went down to the regionals, and I don't think I had the gas tank to be able to keep up with like the 20-year-old kids, but I gave it my best.
You put yourself out. Yeah, you put yourself out there.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. Some of the guys that I grew up, like how you had, you were saying that like group of guys you had. I was on a elementary team when I was young, the YMCA Scorpions, and we had like we're in PA, and we had a great team, like a lot of guys that were multiple state champs on my team, state runner-ups. Like it was a good team, and a couple of the guys that I was in elementary with, they had kids that was wrestling, and I got to go out. They were wrestling with their kids, so it was like kind of like old times again. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it is cool to see.
I still like the competition, but I still hate losing. I hate it. So I didn't like that part when I got down to the regional round.
No, you gotta be competitive.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I'd be
So
thinking. I'd be like, oh man, if I start losing the step, I'm just gonna quit. I'm like, I'm done.
yo, so you've been to MyHOUSE, right? You went to MyHOUSE, or you've been around it. You saw the open division. I
Yeah.
always was like, dude, if I ever become that old guy, I'm not gonna be like the guy giving the whirly bird. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it.
But you didn't though, right?
I didn't whirly bird it, but like
Alright, good.
my gas tank in the last match, like you could see like the energy just being like sucked from me in the third period.
Yo,
So
do you do like jujitsu or something on the side?
I wasn't doing anything, man. I was like, I haven't been coaching.
You weren't practicing?
I wasn't doing anything. So like I won the first round. The first round I won 2 matches. And like this is crazy. It might sound crazy, but I golfed a tournament the day before the wrestling tournament. And like at my age, like it affected me, man. Like I didn't feel like the same way I did the first round. And like I remember I got done. I just was like, like when you like if I'm wrestling, I want to be free. Like I want to not be afraid of getting tired, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a terrible feeling when you're afraid to be tired. And I was like afraid to like take attacks because I knew I only had a certain amount of gas in the tank, and I was like, if I go for an attack and it ends up being a scramble, I know that that's going to empty that tank pretty good.
I got one.
So like I was afraid. I was just kind of stuck on the railroad track. Yeah. So
At least
it's unfortunate. It kind of made me feel like I was like, I need to next year. I was like, I'm 35 next year. I'm turning 35 June. I'll be turning 36 next year. I probably would have hung them up, but like after the regional performance, I'm like, I got to do it one more time because like I have to do it in shape.
That gas tank.
Yeah, like I have to do it like in shape. You know what I mean? Like actually getting in it. And I haven't been coaching, so I think by next year I'll probably be in a room coaching and get myself like in a little bit better shape because it's a hard sport, man.
Oh
if
my
you're not
God.
like
Crazy.
No, exactly. Like you really need to spend that time. You really need to get your body right. Like if your body, like that's what I was kind of saying. Like I'm excited to get that college experience. Like really get my body right, get everything right before I compete. So
yeah,
So many guys that work with
man.
you. It's just crazy that it's
Dude,
like
Cornell
after school.
No, yeah, that's another thing. Like I have so many people to work with. Like Dave McFadden, like that's my guy. Like he'll be my main coach. I would say he's right around my weight. Yanni's right there.
Yep.
Jackson Joy, Iyer. Like there's so many guys. Like Simon, Mikey Delgado. I could wrestle with. Like crazy amount of guys.
What do you think about going next year, like 65-ish?
Yeah, I'll stay 65.
Yeah.
I'm not too big for 60.
Big dog.
I'm a little chubby. I always keep that little muffin top.
Yo. He's sending it.
Is Nick Wisdowski coaching up there?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Is Nick Wisdowski coaching up at Cornell?
No, I think he left last year. I think he just just hung it up.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure who the coaching staff is. So who's the assistant coaches they have right now? Yanni? Is Yanni on the staff?
No, Yanni is the RTC staff, I think. So I'm pretty sure McFadden, Scotty Boykin, Kellen Russell, and Mike is the head coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all those guys, like I really love all those guys.
Yo, Kellen Russell, he was another guy. Like he's like my age, and man, I saw him win a national title in Philly too. I was there for when he won his second one, but he a lot of the guys I grew up with used to wrestle. I think he was at Blair in high school.
Yeah, he did go there.
Yeah, he was really good, man. It's amazing, like Cornell. Like I think of out of all the schools, like those smaller schools, Ivy League, it's like I mean, how many times have they been in like they probably, I don't know how many trophies they've gotten over the last 15, 20 years, but it's got to be a decent amount as a team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, out of any of the Ivy League schools, like, they're consistently bringing back trophies. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have been to Friedman, but right when you walk in, there's obviously the trophy case, and then on the left, there's these screens that, like, you can look up names and look up, like, all the results. So, like, it's crazy, like just scrolling through that and seeing how many team trophies, how many of these guys are there, and like it's crazy, especially for just like an Ivy League school, which you really wouldn't expect, because like you don't get scholarships, like
you can't. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Ivy Leagues can't get
paid out in the back end.
Yeah, but like I like that's not why I'm going there. Like other schools are definitely offering me a lot more. Like Cornell is just definitely the spot that I fit in.
On the
Yeah.
backside, like
Yeah,
once
you're
you
setting
graduate,
yourself
you'll
up for
be
life.
good.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
Yeah.
know, like from that degree, I could definitely
Yeah.
make it back.
Now I haven't been to Cornell in a minute
What do you
because
think
when I
about
was up
Ithaca,
in
New
Cornell,
York?
Yeah.
it's dust,
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I like it up in Ithaca.
Dust,
Oh, how's it like again?
dust.
In Ithaca, yeah.
So yeah, so actually before Fargo, I stayed up there for a month training with the RTC, and it was cool. Like in the summer, it's really nice. Like we were
You
going
got the
cliff
lake.
jumping. Yeah, yeah, they have gorges there.
Like
So
this,
Mhm.
everything's like this.
yeah, it's like a waterfall, and there's some crazy cliffs there. So that was cool, and it was really nice weather in the summer. But I'm a little scared for the winter. I know I'm gonna have
Bro,
to get a big pup. So
when I tell you up there, it snows from like October to April.
I know it's
In the
crazy, and like it
hills,
snows a little.
oh my
But that's
God.
crazy.
The hills up there are so steep. So it's like, I was always nervous, like, dang, if I put my car on the street right here and it starts sliding down the hill, the whole,
I know. I literally just got a truck for Cornell, basically. Like,
because it's crazy.
my car broke. I was like, all right, what? I need a truck. Like, I can't get like a normal car.
Yo, Kev, you ever been up there? It's so hilly.
Yeah, I've been to Ithaca. I've
Like,
been to Ithaca a good
wow,
amount of times actually.
it's so
Um,
hilly.
it's like they have the commons, like
Yeah,
downtown. They have the commons
Yeah.
down there.
yeah, Ithaca's beautiful. Like, I really do like it. It's just the cold.
Yeah.
The cold, you gotta deal with it, but the cold isn't.
Yeah, during the winter, I've been up there. I've been up there when it snows, and when you come into Ithaca, I think Ithaca College is on one side of this road,
Yep.
and then Cornell is on the other
It's
side.
at the
And you
bottom.
come down these lights that take you into the downtown area.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
remember
that's
just
cool
thinking,
area.
like, dude, this is
Dangerous.
sketchy. But I'm
Dangerous.
from like around the mountains. I'm from northeastern PA, so like the mountains surround me, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of used to it. But it's kind of similar in that way. But it just snows a lot up there. Obviously, you're
Yeah.
coming off the lake effect. But that's good though. It's a good reason to be in the room mixing it up.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Like, there's
You
nothing
know?
else to do except for wrestle. So you just
Yeah.
There's
Make it
certainly
uncomfortable.
nothing else to do. It's
Yeah.
so whack up there. Like in terms of like, just like, nah, Ithaca's not as bad, but like, and as far as
Oh,
like
but
just things to do, you don't got much.
yeah,
It's like you either go
yeah.
cliff
But
jumping
that's what
when
happened
it's
there.
nice out. What's up?
I said, yeah, no, you're right. But like, that's why I'm happy I got my boys. Like,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. Like Knox, like that's like already been my guy. Like, even the guys that are there, like Louie and Simon were literally on my high school team. Like Louie brought me to school every day. So like I know these guys. Like these are my boys. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see him again too.
That's like a good fit, like like puzzle pieces fitting right together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. How'd you like just being in the Jersey circuit though? Like I feel like do you
I
feel as though you accomplished all your goals? And if so, do you have like what is the next, barrage of goals that you got in mind?
All right. So starting off with the Jersey thing, like I think if I wasn't from New Jersey, I don't know if I would have been how I am. Like the way that we're like brought up in New Jersey and like the way that we wrestle and train is I don't think it's like anywhere else. Like
Yeah.
that like constant obviously other places like PA and like California, but like that constant like competition we have. Like there's always somewhere like not now for me that I'm a senior, like it's harder to find, but like there's so many people that you could drive to and just wrestle with that is going to be a good practice. You know what I mean? So that was great. And then I do think, I mean, 3-time state champ is pretty good, but obviously, I want that fourth one. I think I definitely could have won that my freshman year, but I think after my freshman year, like that's when I really started because that's when I took Fargo, second at Fargo over the
Yeah.
summer, and that's when I was really like, all right, like I know that like this is like, I mean, really my whole life, I knew that this is what I want to do, but like that's when I was like, all right, like I'm turning it up now, like let's go.
And then what's next?
I think I was reading you only wrestled your whole life, right? That's all you've done.
Yeah, like I quit football in like 6th grade, but
Yeah.
5th grade, but yeah, pretty much wrestled my whole life.
That's different.
I think I was looking at some stuff. I was just like, I was online. I don't know if it was track wrestling, but your answers were so funny. It was just like, what other sports? You're like, nothing, wrestling.
Yeah, it was so.
What's your favorite athlete? Only wrestlers. I was laughing, man.
So funny.
Yeah.
But now look at my
Said you
boy
like
turning it up.
cheesesteaks.
Yeah, I remember that. I like
You know what I'm
cheesesteak.
talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I was
do.
just looking at it before I went on here. I was like, man, this guy, but that's cool, man. You just love wrestling.
No, yeah, like nothing. Like I actually do love wrestling. Like I enjoy it still. Like I know a lot of people at my level probably don't enjoy it anymore. They're like, oh, it's like a job for them. But like obviously cutting weight and all that stuff isn't
Yeah.
fun. But like I enjoy like learning new technique and like figuring things out like that works still. You know, so
Yeah.
that's another reason why I think Cornell's gonna be a great fit. Like Mike Gray is like a crazy technician. Yanni's a crazy technician. Like they love
Yeah.
technique too. So I mean, it's just gonna be.
Have you had any times where you just like felt like you didn't like you were like not sure whether you still loved it or not, or was like there was any like you just always were 100% in?
I would say like not really. Like obviously when you're like cutting your
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
crazy,
this.
you're
I
like
hate
yeah.
this. But like it was never like I'm gonna quit wrestling. It was always just like, come on, like
Yeah. Well, I think like as a coach, because I coach like everything from youth all the way to college, and I talk like I work obviously I sell apparel for MyHOUSE, but I talk to a lot of coaches, and I think a lot of times they appreciate that I was a coach myself, and I am a coach, like I'm involved in wrestling, but I always say like when I'm coaching, it's like if you could get kids to just love this sport like I love it, like how I love it, and because it's so hard, dude. Like I said, it's just such a hard sport. So I don't know. Like I was just wondering, like, what your thoughts were as far as like kids growing up wrestling. Like, what do you think that like made a difference for you? Like as far as like
Not getting
getting
burnt
people,
out.
like getting kids in, yeah, getting kids.
Exactly. Yeah. So I would say like I do take wrestling very seriously, obviously, but like it's not on my mind all day. Like I'm not thinking about that. Like when it's time for me to think about wrestling, like that's what I'm thinking about. But like the other 80% of the time, like I'm just chilling with my boys, like doing whatever. So that's definitely one thing. But
What was
yeah,
your youth coach like?
my youth coach, like
Yeah,
it was Frost. Like my whole life, he's been my coach since I was like 9 years old. So that's been my guy. Like till now. It's been
yeah,
crazy. He's always been there for me, you know, like going to Super 32, like traveling with me, like literally since I was 10 and still traveling with me now. Like I'm
yeah.
I'm happy he got to coach me at my last high school match at Pittsburgh Classic and that he was there for like all my state finals and stuff. So, you know, I know it means a lot to both of us, like because we literally spent the whole journey together. Like he's the guy that like made me who I am, I would say. So it's great.
Coaches growing up, man, they make such a big impact on your life.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like
Yeah, it is.
So I was watching that Bo Nickel one with Zach Ryder. You said you were boys with him, right?
Yeah. I mean, we
Big
still
video game guy too, or no?
What's up?
You big video game guy like him too, or no?
No, I used to be definitely during COVID. Like that's like all I did. But
Oh,
He
anyone
was saying
does.
that he's the best. Well, I was just saying because he was on there saying he's the best. Like no one can beat him.
oh
So
my god, hey, maybe Fortnite. That's the only thing I might have a chance.
that's what he was talking about.
All right, maybe we'll run
I
it.
haven't seen him in a minute either. He's freaking huge now.
Yeah, I saw him at NCAA's. I saw what's up at NCAA's, but
Dang,
I
bro,
was
look how many
telling
tats you
Damani I
got,
was at.
bro. Look at this guy's tats.
I just finished this. So
How many sessions was that?
this was 4.
God, when you
Yeah,
you
but
started
I
early,
like
right?
started this. Yeah, I started this when I was like 16, and I just finished it. So
That's a
I
Jersey
like
thing.
got in. Yeah.
Is that only allowed in Jersey? We can start doing that. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
sick.
16. Yeah, as long as my parents sign it, so they liked it. So
That's nuts. You gonna keep going?
yeah, I don't know. Like I was originally gonna stop here, but then you know I did this off because like you can't quit. Like
You can't
I'm not a
not
quitter.
finish
So
until you.
you gotta finish it.
Dude. And plus, that gets you at least 5 more wins in high school. You're like, oh, dude, he's got tattoos. I'm in trouble.
Got his state champ. They're like, oh man, this kid's gonna rip my head off.
Yeah, but tattoos.
What we got?
Yeah.
What we got? Okay, yeah, just like going into like the mental aspect of this side of stuff. Do you feel as though you ever deal with any adversity? And if so, how do you cope? How do you manage? How do you get through that?
Yeah, so I'll bring an example in. So last year before Fargo, like I actually got ran over by a car.
God,
So
at
yeah,
Fargo?
like it like no,
Um,
like before. So in March I was on vacation in Aruba and I was crossing the street and I don't know if you guys know Vinny Lee, but that's who I was with. That's my boy. He wrestles for Duke right now. And my back foot was in the street and a car just like whacked my back foot and broke my foot and like gave me turf toe and all that. So like after that, like I was just like how does that happen? Like how do you get ran over by a car? Like how like why me? Like why am I getting ran
what
over by a car right
the
now? I just won like I was like all happy and I get ran over by a car. But after that, like it gave me a lot of time to like really think, and because I was just lifting for like 3 months, I was in a boot for like 3 months. I was in crutches for a month and a half, like non weight bearing. So like that was terrible. But it gave me a lot of time to think. Like, all right, like I know that like this sucks right now, but like I know that I'm like there. Like I'm meant to do this. Like this isn't gonna hold me back, like I'm gonna train and these guys like I know they're training right now, but like I'm gonna make it back. Like I'm gonna make all that time back. So basically what I tried to do was just lift. Like I lifted like 5 times a week during that time at Pinnacle. That's my spot, Pinnacle Athletic. And then right when I got back to wrestling, I took a week back and then it was a month before Fargo already. So I just went up right to Cornell and then, started training at the RTC there. But yeah, basically just gave me a lot of time to think about like, all right, like I know that like I'm still good. Like you can't freak out over things that are uncontrollable, like
Yeah,
it already happened. You just gotta keep fighting through it. And obviously not ideal, but it happened already. Like just
that's
do
a
the next best thing.
crazy story. My man was on vacation and got
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
put,
flew back with like a plaster cast and everything. It was crazy.
oh my goodness, that's nuts. And if you had to give any advice as far as someone handling like nerves or you know going through tough times from your perspective, what would you say?
I would say you like when you're nervous, like you gotta turn that into excitement. Like you gotta be
Yeah.
happy to be there. I still get nervous, but it's not like a timid nervous. It's like all right, like it's those butterflies. It's like I'm ready to go. Like like you can't be scared of what's gonna happen because you're already going out there. Like you already spent the time training. You're already prepared. Like if you really spent that time wisely, like you shouldn't be nervous. You should be excited to go display what you've been working on. So that's my opinion. But
Amen.
and then obviously those through a tough time, but you just like before, like you just gotta keep working through it. Like yeah, I don't know.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And just a few more things. I mean, Kevin, if you got anything to ask him, you can shoot it.
No, I was just gonna say um like as you were sharing, like the senior year wrestling coming to an end, right? You're done with the high school career. You missed the U.S. Open. You're going to the World Team Trials. Was it hard watching the U.S. Open not competing?
Yeah, a little bit, cause I know that I'm up there with those guys. So you know, uh, seeing all those guys like winning and getting praised, like obviously they are good wrestlers. They should get praised for dominating and stuff. But like I know that I'm up there too. So it is a little tough watching, I'd say. But
Yeah,
like I know, like I'll have my chance. Like I'll be at World Team Trials. So
yeah. And what are you going U20? Is it
yeah, U20,
U20
kilograms
70
74?
kilograms?
or 74
Who won 74 kilograms at the U.S. Open
with
U20?
Darian Lockett.
Lockett.
Have you wrestled him
Yeah,
before?
yeah. I wrestled him in Fargo like my sophomore year
Yeah, yeah.
in the finals.
Who who was this season? Who was the toughest guy that you think you wrestled? After
Well,
it was done, you were like, man,
yeah, I would say Melvin Miller definitely. Like,
Melvin Miller at
yeah,
Powerade.
yeah, I would say I wasn't a big fan of the style he was wrestling that match because every time I lose, it's when they're a little defensive.
Yeah,
But I got to learn how to beat those guys. Like that is the style that works against me. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, he
yeah,
was definitely like, the most stingy and like gamer. He was a game. He
yeah.
was the game. Like so. I would
So were
say.
you only 2 losses this season against him and Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, that's, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like those guys are right up there with the best in the country. So I think that, like, just like looking at the upcoming, like I said when this first started, I'm like, the guys that are coming up, there's just so many of them. It's all it's doing is preparing, because these are the names that we're going to be seeing over the next 4 years, next 5 years. So Cornell, I mean, I watched Cornell from your coach, Mike Gray. I watched Mac Lunas back in the day. I watched like a ton of guys come through Cornell. Nashon Garrett, he just retired, right?
Yeah.
He got retired by that's the thing, that Jack's Forest, man, like unreal.
Yeah. He's being
Unreal. So I'm excited to see. So he'll be wrestling Vito Arujau, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be the final X there.
Yeah.
Vito's
Oh yeah,
Are
I
you
forgot.
a fan of wrestling?
He's not my weight, but like again, like the room there is just incredible.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of wrestling? Like even like if you're not wrestling, you a fan of like all the other stuff that goes on with it?
Yeah, I would say I'm not like the biggest fan like that, but I definitely like in my free time, like I'll watch some foreign guys. I'll watch some Cornell matches just to like, just get
Get
a little feel
acclimated.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was
get
your favorite
acclimated.
wrestler growing up?
Jaden Cox, I would say, was my
Jaden Cox?
favorite for a while. Yeah, just
Yeah.
because like he was so big and athletic, and he just did stuff and it worked. Like he just
Yeah.
like did crazy athletic things, and he would just come out on top. So he was always just like a crazy wrestler, man.
That's nuts, bro.
And
Yeah,
and he
man,
followed me on Instagram back in the day when I was like
A little
9.
bit, right?
Yeah.
That was me with Jo. One time I met Jo at the grapple at the garden, and got a picture with him. And he took a picture with me, and then I posted it. And he followed me. I was like, "Oh, that's my guy. He's a lock. That's my favorite wrestler ever." But now, if he wants to fight, we could fight.
Oh, all right. We got the call outs going. Let's go.
No, I'm just joking. I'm down
Yeah,
here in
man.
Florida now. I gotta go over there and train with those guys.
Yeah,
But hell yeah, bro.
for sure. Oh, is he fighting now? I didn't.
Yeah, he's been fighting. I think he's like 2-0, 3-0. Yeah, I think two or three wins.
That's fine.
He's been killing it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I feel like
Damani took care of business in his last fight.
dog,
Yeah, I
that
saw
fight
that.
was crazy, bro. 54 seconds.
Yo, I need to add, that guy didn't want to fight, I don't think.
Yeah, he just
He
like
just stopped fighting. I've never seen him.
Yeah,
Dude, I've never seen somebody just like get
one
punched
more
and then
crazy
just like be like, yo, are you gonna keep hitting me? Or it's like he just stopped. Like
I don't know.
you're like gonna hit him. He's just like, come on, man.
Yo, I went to the
like-
Dominator. You know how like we'll get a takedown and we go right to that Dominator to try to cut him? Like I was basically like cutting him to let him get up, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're so nice. You're so nice. You're a sweetheart." I'm in my head, bro. I was going to cut him, and as soon as he was standing up, I was gonna kick his head off his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
but
I'd never seen anything like that before where a guy, he just like in the middle of that fight, he got like hit and he's just like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just like sat down. He's like,
I guess I hit him hard.
Wow.
But
that was amazing.
My man. But
that was amazing.
Let's wrap this thing up. My brother, I'm so proud of you. So proud of everything you're doing. So excited to see you compete and see where you go in the future.
How far both of us come since we first met. So
hell yeah. Man, it's crazy, yo. I'm telling you, it's so crazy. I be looking at you guys, I'm like, I'm really old, bro. I gotta put the grandpa effects on, but it's
not yet.
None but love, bro.
Yes, sir. I love you.
Alessio, I'm happy I was able to come in and meet you and get to know you a little bit. Monty, thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Always enjoy coming on. And now I'm excited to see what your upcoming next 4 or 5 years are going to be, man.
Yeah,
get out there, snap some necks, and cash some checks.
Tell them, you plug your socials. Let the people know how to find you on here. Kev, you plug your socials too, man. So we got to get this thing going. We're trying to get this podcast rolling and flowing, and see where this takes off.
First.
Say it again.
I said, Kevin, you got to hit him with the socials first.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I'm always in there, dude. I'm always in there. Got that social media rocking. I Gotta put my house on the map.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can find me. You know, you can see my name probably. Basically.
Yeah. I'll add you on there.
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
Well,
I'll add you. What do you do? Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah, mostly Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram, IG.
Yeah, IG.
Nice,
hell yeah. All right, guys.
nice. I like that. What's it all wrestling stuff on there?
Yeah, pretty much mostly wrestling stuff. You know, you just gotta post a pic with the boys once in a while. But
Once in a
Yeah, couple pics
while
with the boys.
with the ninjas.
yeah, just tell
Yeah.
the story.
No handsome Tuesdays.
No, that's not my style. But you know, to be honest, not that. That was good.
I don't know. You're from Jersey, so I was
Yeah,
just I don't know.
it's
That's your boy. Nah, yo,
Yeah.
I remember going to club with him. I was like, oh my god, this kid. Even back then, I was like,
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Well,
He
all
can
right.
scrap though.
Episode Address of Champions Wrestling Podcast. The boys was here. We conversated, had a good time, and now we're signing off. You know how to get a hold of us. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the podcast on IG. We'll tag everything in the bio, tag it in the video, and have a good day. We'll holla at you.